Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. It is, the sun's out now, which is nice. I'll give you kind of an update. We were going to start or finish working on that dog run this morning. It was ridiculously cold and we got some nicer days coming up. So I told Rob, I said, man, don't even worry about it. I said, I'll take care of it. And so he was like, okay. But we probably got, it don't look like as much now, but I brushed off at least 2 inches off the solar panels this morning when I cleaned the solar panels off. And Rob is leaving right now, and he's taking Roy in to town. Roy's car's ready. What he did yesterday, so he had called me up and he says, what do you think I should do? And I said, well, get yourself a can of Fix-A-Flat, put that in, drive out of here, go up to the gas station, fill it with more air, because then it's already been running, because it's like you're supposed to run for like 2 miles with a Fix-A-Flat just to seal everything. I said, fill it up with more air and then drive it down to the place where you're going to, you know, have it repaired. And so he was like, all right, yeah, it sounds good, I'll do that. And that's what he did. He got his car there. They fixed his tire, and so Rob is gonna drop him off because Rob is heading home. So he's gonna drop him off, get his car, and then Roy is gonna be leaving tomorrow. So I was gonna explain something to you guys, what I'm gonna do per suggestion by one of my other members, but kind of different. She says, you gotta put a bottom on that dog run, or I mean the dog house. I saved this tarp for a reason, folks, and I knew I saved this tarp for a reason. What I'm going to do, and this is a huge tarp, it's as big as that, so large parts of the tarp are still absolutely fine. I'm going to take it inside the inside of the dog house, and I'm going to staple it up all on the walls and on the floor. And then that's another barrier of insulation for them, because there'll be an air gap between the foam board insulation, the sheet metal, you know, and the inside once I put the plastic up everywhere. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So tomorrow's supposed to be more decent than today. I'm thinking probably Thursday may be the day where I think we're almost back up to 60. If that's the case, that's the day I'm going to work on that to get that done. But I will be getting that done this week. I waited to bring them out today just because it was as cold as it was, and I didn't want them out here in the cold. You know, with only one dog house, the igloo, to go into, and they're big dogs, so basically one dog can fit in that igloo. I got that when I just had Hella, obviously, so it was a place for her to get in out of the weather. You know, it's still tarped, and so they got that. The sun is out, so it does feel better, and a lot of the snow is melted. The ground was completely covered with snow this morning, like I said, and there was at least 2 inches of snow on the solar panels. So we'll walk in here to the battery room real quick. So this morning, so last night, the batteries were sitting at like 78%, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. You know, so this morning when I came out, because I was up early because we were planning on getting started early, but it was just not conducive to doing that. So this morning I came in to check and see where the batteries were at, and the batteries were at 44%. Okay, so I'm going to look at it right now. Okay, well, look at that. Now it's up to 94% and charging. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully you can. But 94% and charging. So I did not run the generator yesterday because I figured I had enough juice in the batteries that I didn't have to. I've really only, I think I've run it twice so far. Yeah, I've run it like twice so far, and just to charge the batteries up. The one day was pretty low. One day the batteries were at like 20%. So that took a couple of hours to get that back up to where it needed to be. But with the sun, like I said, you get a day like today, right? Sun comes out, and you know, you get a few hours of sunshine and it tops those batteries right off, which is really, really good. And so that's a good thing. But yeah, so you know, yesterday was really cold. This morning was extremely cold. You know, today's only going to be in the 30s today, and then we start warming back up tomorrow. So you know, my own fault. But see, here's the thing. I should have started the doghouse sooner, but it's a two-man job. It really was to get to the point where we're at now. From this point on, I can do it by myself. Okay, but to get it to that where we're at right now, it took two people to get things squared away, because you got to have somebody holding something, and you know, somebody drilling, and all those good things. So, but it's going to be good. They're going to be just fine, and so that's a good thing for the pups. But yeah, so I'll get that all squared away. That'll get finished this week, and then you know, we'll be all right. And then I gotta see what I'm gonna do. I put new straw into the nesting box and into the chicken coop. I did that today as well. I also cleaned out the wolf's lair. New straw went into the wolf's lair today. So there's always, you know, like I said, there's always the daily chores. Getting water for everybody, making sure everybody has enough water, doing all that and stuff like that as well. So just one of those kind of days, you know, that the basic chores got done. And like I said, I didn't take them out early this morning because it was really, really cold this morning. I think it was like 19 degrees, which some of you are going to go, oh, that's not cold. Well, it's all right. You can say it's not cold, but it's cold. And I didn't want them out there in that run, you know, without another option to go into to get out of the weather other than, you know, the main area there. So, but yeah, so they're doing good. Pups are good. Like I said, cleaned out their wolf's lair, so that's all clean now. And so, but I have been, what I've had to do, and even at night now, I lead them out one at a time in the morning and put them in the run. And now at night, because they were running off, I have to lead them back one at a time on a lead into the wolf's lair at night as well. So, you know, that's just, I'm trying to keep them safe. It's hunting season, and I really don't want somebody shooting my dogs. So, you know, I'm just doing it for their own protection. You know, once we're done with hunting season, you know, we'll see about getting them out more. But while it's hunting season, absolutely not. So, just like I said, for their own safety. They have a decent sized run in there to run around in. So it's not like they're confined to a little bitty small area. The only time they're confined to a small area is at night when they're sleeping, and that's in the wolf's lair. Now, I checked, you can see that window inside the wolf's lair. That's closed now. That had been open, but I closed that the other day because I knew we were going to hit colder temperatures. And yesterday, when I went in yesterday morning into the wolf's lair, it was very warm in there because obviously 4 dogs, straw, insulation, you know, buttoned up good. So it's not like they're freezing in there. So that's a good thing. So that's kind of where we're at today, folks. I would have liked to have gotten the rest of that doghouse done, but just the weather was not cooperating. And like I said, you're probably going, well, the sun's out now and it's not bad now, but you know, it's just still pretty cold and it's very windy today. Has been. Right at the moment it's not, but so like I said, warmer days are coming, and so I will get that squared away and done, and we'll get those dogs in good shape. So anyway, I am going to jump off for now. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you guys are having a great day. I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.